This is Pep Fernandez with HS Game Time and PE.com with Chaparral head coach Ryan Tukua. And coach, am I saying your name right? Tukua?
Yeah, you are.
All right.
Actually surprised.
There's always a first, I guess. All right, coach. You guys are back. Southwestern League, always tough. You just told me about your non-league schedule. I mean, it seems like every Friday night you guys are going to have a battle, right?
I mean, absolutely. You know, I think our kids want that though, and we're prepared. We think, so far, you know, as good as we can be right now, but we got a lot of things to work on, and every day we're just trying to get a little bit better to get ready for Cajon on August 24th.
You mentioned Cajon, Valley View, I think you said Tesoro. So who else is in that non-league schedule that will get you ready for the Southwestern League play?
I mean, obviously Oceanside's in there as well. I think they've won CIF 7 out of 8 years. You know, they got 7 or 8 guys returning on offense, all the receivers, their quarterback. So that's going to be a great challenge for us. They won the North County Passing League. They have great coaches, so you know that's just another challenge. We got Santa Fe, who was 5-0. I think they've won their league 4 or 5 times in a row or something like that. So we got our work cut out for us, that's for sure.
But that's a good thing, right? For non-league play to have, you know, some real tough tests early on like that?
Yeah, well, let's hope so. I mean, obviously a couple years ago we put ourselves in a bad situation going 0-4, and last year we started out 0-3. So we're hoping to have a better start, you know, and get ourselves rolling, get a little confidence earlier than waiting until week 6 or 7. So that's kind of a main focus for us, is to be ready for game 1 this year.
All right, let's jump to the Southwestern League. Obviously, everyone knows about Vista Murrieta and what they did last season. How do you see the Southwestern League kind of shaping up the season? Where does Chaparral kind of fit in there?
Well, I mean, I think Vista's obviously about the favorite. You know, they have phenomenal coaches. They have a lot of talent. They just got a couple more players coming in. Murrieta, I think, returned 17 or 18 starters from a team that was, you know, really competitive. I think 7-3, and they're able to score a lot of points. So that's gonna be a great challenge. Great Oak, you know, Coach Robinson over there, will coach with us over here for a while, and he's a great coach. I know they just keep getting better, and they're a very talented team. Mesa, you know, lots of talent there with a receiver and quarterback to build on. And Temecula Valley, I think Coach McGowan does a great job over there, and I know they lost a lot of guys, but I know they're going to be very prepared, and they're going to be physical, and it's going to be a tough league. You know, I really don't think you can pick top to bottom, except, you know, you got to say Vista first, and other than that, it's probably just a big mix.
Big dogfight, wide open?
I would expect that, you know. It's going to be a work every single game is going to be tough.
Let's go, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, let's go, let's go.
Throw out some names of some of your players, some of the Pumas that we should keep an eye on this season. We know obviously Skylar Siebel, that's been well documented. He's a great player. So, you know, talk about Skylar, maybe some of these other guys that we should, you know, look for this year.
Well, Skylar's been playing for us since he was a freshman. You know, we won CIF. He was in there playing DB, actually in the semifinals, and he's progressively gotten better every year, so we're expecting big things out of him this year. Justin Harris played running back for us last year. He had 1,000 yards as well. Chris Stratton played receiver. You know, I think he had about 700 or 800 yards receiving last year, a couple picks on defense. So, you know, he's going to get a lot of action on both sides of the ball. Pat Clifford, you know, he was our center last year. He's going to play tight end and defensive end this year. He's a big physical guy that we're counting on for big things. And then, you know, the guy Andrew Madera, kind of a guy who played D-line last year, you know, alongside Teddy Queen and Damon Watkins. And obviously those guys got a lot of accolades and well-deserved. I mean, I think they each had 10 or 11 sacks. But Andrew was kind of the littler guy of those, you know, guys, but just knows his responsibility. He's a great high school football player, and we expect great things out of him on offense and defense. You know, to be like, you know, he's just a tough kid. You can't, you know, say he's this big and that he's not 6'4", he's not, you know, 240 pounds. But for us, he's very important.
You're back for another season. Is it easier the second time around, or is it still as challenging? How can you kind of, you know, size up coming back for a second season as the head coach?
Well, I mean, I think anytime you coach football, it's a daunting task. I mean, anybody knows it. It's all year. It takes, you know, boosters, it takes players, it takes assistant coaches, and I think our, you know, the biggest thing that's maybe easier this year is that I feel I have a great staff, and we kind of all work together well this year, and we kind of know what to expect from each other, and that's kind of the thing that's been easier. But you know, every day you got 120 kids. It's always going to be tough, no matter where you're coaching, and it takes a lot of work from everyone involved. You know, the administration, the parents, the coaches, the players. So it's still tough, man. You know, I mean, I guess it gets easier, but it's a very tough job.
All right, so across the board, top to bottom, where do you think the strengths are on the Chaparral team?
You know, I think our biggest strength is probably just our leadership. You know, I think we have great seniors who really want to win. You know, and they come out here and they're highly motivated. In terms of our talent, I think it goes with our offensive line, our running backs, and our defensive front seven.
All right, Chaparral head coach Ryan Tukua